later.
Scheduled to appear in the Friday night acoustic slot with Melanie, John Sebastian, Joan Baez, the rain caused a huge problem. The band had been increasingly electrifying their instruments and feared that it'd be dangerous to play with only the flimsiest of cover from the rain.
And I said, why don't you just strip down and just go on with just the acoustic instruments, just do it with the guitars. And Mike and Robin said, oh, no, we can't, we've got to do this, we've got to do that, how are we going to do this song, we can't do it without. And obviously we're all nervous. We had a nightmare, spent the night in a tent, and went on a baking hot Saturday afternoon right after Canned Heat. You know, by which time everybody was just completely out of their heads on more aggressive drugs, and the atmosphere was just completely different. I mean, what people wanted was to boogie in the mud. And the Incredible String Band came out and played well, and everybody just went,
I swear you have the power, as the angels do. Spread out your fingers and make all things new. Change the world.
There was just millions of people sitting in the mud, and us on this stage kind of twinkling away at instruments, and we didn't really make much impact. In fact, we didn't make it to any of the Woodstock films. I think they're up to about Woodstock 5 or something now, and still no sign of us. So that'll tell you something.
Very, very few things in my life that I second guess. That's one of those moments, is saying, if I'd only just kicked them in the butt and said, just get on stage, just do it, this is it, there's no other chance. But there you go.
Stanley, got it? Here we go. 1, 2, 3,
Woodstock was the end of the 60s dream. We'd all moved on. The band too had moved on to a row of cottages in Scotland. Joe Boyd was no longer manager, Rose had left, and Malcolm had become a band member.
Sardis, just one day past.
And I said, look, just a minute, you know, I'm an actor, I'm a dancer, I don't know how to play any instruments. And I was taught how to play bouzouki, mandolin, guitar, percussion, keyboard.
As time went on, they involved more and more people in a very democratic way in what they were doing. To me, unless it's, you know, way out in the wilderness around a campfire, if you're not great, shut up, is my view. And Mike and Robin are great. And those people weren't great genius musicians. They were just people who had a bit of style and a bit of flair or whatever.
The real hardcore fans, like myself, felt actually that, no disrespect to the great Malcolm, who wrote some very good songs, but this was the beginning of the end. That this group probably couldn't resolve the political and artistic tensions between them, Robin and Mike, and had brought in this guy that they could both relate to in a way that would also help their live performance.
Robin was being pushed in a position where he couldn't really express himself, because we were doing these gigs like Second on the Bill to Three Dog Night, and it was the beginning of stadium rock, if you like, and the string band didn't really work in that context. And so I think that's really how the band broke up in the end, was that we'd grown away from what we were good at. The accent on intimate involvement with the audience and a kind of shared evening, you know, a kind of hippie-ish 60s kind of shared experience.
And what of the years since the breakup? Mike and Robin have both pursued solo careers. Rose became Mayoress of Aberystwyth. Licorice mysteriously disappeared into the Arizona desert and has not been heard of since. And why the reunion after all this time? Mike and Robin wanted to scotch a rumour, started in a Guardian article by Joe Boyd, that they hadn't spoken to each other since the breakup.
Whisper it.
Neither of us are the same people that we were. And it's very hard and embarrassing to retrace your steps, I think, really. I've never wanted to do it. But I am very pleased to be having an evening playing some of the old songs, some of the new songs.
My friend, the night's so
all the song of all the song there is.
People still come up and say, "You changed my life." I didn't change anyone's life. I don't know what you call it, window dressing or background, or I was part of it, yes. But, I mean, it was Mike and Robin that did the life-changing, and they did. There's enormous personalities. It was pretty good, really.
Sunday cat naps like lips put up to kiss. Born in a house where the doors shut tight, shadowy fingers.
I felt I was understanding their search along with me. They made the search interesting, challenging and exciting and enthralling. At the same time, I think the people that didn't like them thought they were the most pretentious, twee, silly little hippy-dippy flying teapot type band, you know, and that's cool, that's fine. I just feel sorry for them, to be honest.
Now there comes a time to every man when he must turn his back on the ground. When the glare of the lights gets much too bright and the music plays too loud.
Both Mike and I had a very sincere attitude, trying to do something genuinely wonderful, trying to remind people that life is wonderful, that it's great to be alive, and that life is a mystery, trying to remind people of those things. And the warmth that we got back, you know, reminded me that a lot of love was generated, a lot of affection was generated, you know, and that's very nice.
Small waves in the thunder, be my pillow on the gleaming waters.
There's something about it, there's heart in it, and it's charming. I loved those songs. It just brought back all those memories of sort of tripping with my lover and having a wonderful time.
All this world is but a maybe, now the joyful pleasure.
The song still makes sense to me. Come a little closer to my breast. I'll tell you that you are the one I really love the best. And it's just, I love it. And deep inside my mind, there is a painting box. It means as much to me today as it meant then, you know. And there'll be songs about caterpillars and all that. My children still love it. God, I love them. I love them to this day.
Looks like the night's rolled down. The best we can do is rely on me. Goes only just until the dawn. Oh, come a little closer to my breast. Tell you that you're the one I really love the best, and you don't have to worry about any of the rest. Everything's fine right now.